Welcome back to Mock the Mock, where we take a look at someone else's mock draft. And I mock it, giving you my views, thoughts, and opinions. And Daniel Jeremiah DJ himself was so grateful to drop his mock draft 3.0 post Devontae Adams trade, but I guess technically also post Deshaun Watson, post Matt Ryan, so post everything. But what's crack-a-lackin'? It's your boy Baroshmo, just in case you did not know. So go ahead, become a bro and subscribe. Leave this video a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. As always, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I always look forward to hearing from you. But let's go ahead. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. DJ, how you do? How you do? He's got Aiden Hutchinson going number 1. I don't think we really need to talk too much about this one. This is the one everyone's projecting. The tag-in of Cam Robinson, the sign-in of Brandon Sheriff. They say, hey, Walker Little, Cam Robinson, they're going to compete for LT2. Apparently, they're very content with Jawan Taylor, so they go Aiden Hutchinson, who is the top prospect for a lot of people. All right, let's see what he does with the Detroit Lions. Remember, betting favorites, Kyle Hamilton and Malik Willis, and it ain't either. This is actually one the Goat House has been doing recently. Travon Walker, I'm telling y'all, he's going to go a lot higher than where probably everyone has them on his big board. Like, I think he's somewhere, he's going to probably fall, like, currently, I think he's like 11 on my big board or something, maybe 10, but he's going to be in like that 10 to 15 area for a lot of people. And as I'm going back through my big board, I might drop him a couple, but he might end 12 or 13 on my big board. But it's the traits, man. The guy at that size to move that way, people are loving the traits. Him going to Detroit, I'm not going to lie, man. I really think Malik Willis is still, after, like, a lot of people are, like, clamoring about his pro day, but, I mean, it's nothing new. We all knew the guy had an unbelievably strong arm. But, man, I really feel like Kyle Hamilton might be a more Dan Campbell guy, but, hey, I'm not opposed to this. If we're doing predictive, man, Travon Walker, like I said, he's going to go way higher than people think. So, yeah, okay. KT to the Houston Texans. Finally, people showing KT some love, and I just spoiled pick number 4. My scroll finger too strong. There we go. Nice and easy. The scroll, too strong. My wife's a lucky lady. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, KT, I still like KT. I think he's 4 on my big board. Texans, if they think he's a top player on the board, go ahead, take him. Seems like they might be content with what they have at their on the offensive line. They brought in a lot of just really kind of like pieces that won't be there. There's no longevity on that line outside maybe Laramie Tunzel. There's Titus Howard, but is he a guard? I think they just see him as a guard. I kind of had that conversation. I've had this conversation in multiple videos already, so go check those out in these mock the mocks. Why I think Titus Howard, why I think the Texans just think he's a guard. So they could still be still open to taking one of the tackles in this class. So yeah, Sauce. This is what I said Mel Kiper probably should have done in his last mock draft, because I still think if you're the Jets, you can still go with the wide receiver at 10. That, yes, maybe Atlanta, they go wide receiver because they have nobody. They need to. It feels like it. But I also think that might be a very popular trade-out option for them. So going Sauce here, making sure he comes to you, and that you're not hoping that the Giants don't take him with their next pick. Or, shoot, Atlanta could still take him. The Seahawks could take him. Like, I think taking him here, it's not a bad option. Ooh, excuse me. And the New York Giants, they take Ike Ekwonu. So apparently this is popular that people, or that a lot of analysts believe Ike will go ahead of Evan Neal, or that they just feel that Ike's the better prospect to Evan Neal. To be fair, they're real close. They're all real. Both of them are really good prospects. So if they think Ike's the guy, then have at it. At least you're addressing the offensive line. All right, on to the Panthers. Is this where we see quarterback? No, it's Evan Neal. I like this. I like this pick a lot. What will they do? I'm I'm so curious, man. The Panthers have been doing their homework on the quarterback class. No surprise there, right? I mean, their quarterback situation isn't exactly top notch. Look at Gojo just peeking out there. My curtains. Hey there, bud. But Neal, man, it would be so hard to pass on Evan Neal there at 6. Like, yeah, I think this is very alluring, but I mean, I really think the Panthers, if I'm personally doing a predictive, I think they're going quarterback. If Malik makes it here, I think it's Malik. There have been rumors about Kenny Pickett. How much of that is smoke? Who knows? But yeah, no, I like Evan Neal. I like this pick. Me personally, I like this pick. Giants, Jermaine Johnson. I like Jermaine Johnson. I think he was at 10. I think I had Walker at 11. I don't know. I don't remember anymore. But no, Jermaine Johnson's a guy that I think has a much higher ceiling than I anticipated. He had a huge rise. I had him as a second rounder going into the Senior Bowl. He became a first rounder after that, and then a top 20 to 15 prospect after the combine. So yeah, a very, very big rise for Jermaine Johnson. And they need pass rush. I think addressing it here it's great. Good on them. I think Jermaine Johnson's another guy that'll sneak into the top 10. I say sneak. I think he will go in the top 10. All right, Atlanta, is this a receiver? It is, in fact, Garrett Wilson. They have no receivers. Russell Gage, yes, he's going to Tampa. Calvin Ridley, out for the 2022 season. Yeah, they got nobody at receiver. They need someone. Kyle Pitts is legit their only option, and he's a tight end. You might be like Cordell Patterson. He's not more of an offensive weapon and kind of the running back. So, yeah, makes sense. I think Atlanta, they would love to trade out of this option, though, if they could. Charles Cross going to the Seattle Seahawks. I love this. I mocked this in my predictive mock. I believe Mel did that as well. I think Charles Cross doesn't come out of the top 10, man. The dude's good. Some people were like, he's not top 10. It's like, you crazy. You crazy. You wildin'. Calm down. But nah, the Seahawks, especially with Dwayne Brown potentially not coming back, and he's already up there in age anyway, so find an heir apparent anyway if he does come back is essential. And which means, hey, the Jets go Drake London. So a lot of people have, before I spoil the next pick with my strong scroll finger, I like receiver at 10 for the Jets. It just feels too rich at 4. And being able to snag Drake London, who honestly is better Corey Davis, really. He's a big possession receiver with great after the catch ability. We'll see how he does at his pro day. And yeah, no, wonderful contested catch guy as well. 19 contested catches, led all of college football. He did that through 8 games. Some people are like, oh, the man can't separate. He's got a huge catch radius. He could create a huge window. If you're not going to be able to separate, you better be a freaking great contested catch guy, and he is far and away that guy. So, yeah, going here at 10. I like it. Kyle Hamilton, forgot he was still on the board, and here he is. This would be a banger pick for Washington. So this is kind of a no-brainer, like run the card in type of moment. Let's see what the Minnesota Vikings do. Because Derek Stingley's still on the board, and they go Jordan Davis. So they brought in, I think they brought in Harrison Phillips. You could do better. Like, you could do better next to Dalvin Tomlinson. Jordan Davis is kind of that guy. He's kind of the unicorn of this draft. Where he goes, he could sneak into the top 10. Nobody knows. So, yeah, they go with that here. I think I'd still opt for a corner just because they have Cameron Dantzler, and that's it. And then at 13, no Derek Stingley. Trent McDuffie going off the board before Stingley, unless I missed it. Wow, dude, I love McDuffie's tape, dude. I love it. Yeah, he's a little smaller than you'd like, but he's a guy I think could play. He could play outside. He could play in the slot. He could play safety. He provides so much versatility in the secondary that I think the Texans would love to get their hands on a player like this. Any team would. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Then the Baltimore Ravens go George Karlaftis. We just saw in Mel Kiper's draft him falling all the way to 30 for the Chiefs. Here he is as high as 14. And this is about the area I have George Karlaftis. I'm still a big fan. They also, Zadarius Smith, he ended up going to Minnesota. He ended up going the other direction. Akila's here. Hello, Akila. Akila doesn't like to get in my lap. She doesn't like to be in the videos. You just wanna listen to what's going on. Okay, Akila. Gojo's in the windowsill. You don't want to talk to him? Yeah, I think she hates Gojo. It's probably because he's a dirty Chiefs fan. But I like Karlaftis here. I think he's a good fit, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting where he goes. Like, projecting him has been a time and a half. And then the first pick for the Philadelphia Eagles is Devonte Wyatt. Got him as a top 20 prospect. I think he'd be the top guy in this class, if not for the unicorn of a man that is Jordan Davis. So, yeah, Wyatt put it on a show at Indy. Even bringing Fletcher Cox back, it's not. That might not be the necessary future there. 'Cause who do they have? They have Javon Hargrave, and they also have Milton Williams, who's kind of he's a guy you could kick outside at times. He's more of a speed rusher, very explosive. I say speed rusher, on the interior. He's got good burst. But Devonte Wyatt would be an excellent pick here. And then he goes Devin Lloyd with their next pick. It's no secret, linebacker is kind of a need. They really have TJ Edwards, and that's about it. So they grab Devin Lloyd here. I think really this is the first plausible place where linebacker can be taken is here at one of the Eagles' picks. So, yeah. 17, Trevor Penning. Everyone and their mom is mocking Trevor Penning to the Chargers. There might be something to that. Who knows? But the guy has at least he showed off the agility, the lateral quickness to be good in a wide zone blocking scheme, much like the Chargers. They like their outside zone blocking scheme. They also incorporate a lot of inside zone as well, very similar to the Rams in that regard. So, yeah, Trevor Penning, he's going to go a lot higher than he is on my board, and I've kind of made amends with that. Here comes Kenny Pickett, man. Maybe there's something to Kenny Pickett going to the Saints. I don't think so. They got Jameis. I think, hey, if y'all want a quarterback, just go elsewhere. I'm not high on Kenny Pickett. He says I can't see him slipping past the Saints. I can see him going a second round, man. I'm just not a big fan of Kenny Pickett. I think you're really betting on that he is the exception to the standard when it comes to the hand size. You could say he's a one-year wonder, a guy that had 3 seasons of very average play before this season, before he put it all together. But I like Kenny Pickett. I really do. First round is just so rich when it comes to Kenny Pickett. But it sounds like he will end up in the first round. I don't think he's going to Saints, though. All right. Look at him. Kenny Two Gloves. Boye Mafe. Wow, with this next pick. Wow. I guess with the Jabo off the board? Not off the board, but after the injury, does he still go in the first round? That's going to be the thing we all see. We know that the Eagles really were kind of being linked to Jabo, so maybe they focus that attention to Boye Mafe, who was freaking excellent, dude. His explosiveness in the vert, we all knew it was going to be monstrous, and it was. So this is the highest I've seen him mocked, so wow, good on him. I forgot Derek Sealand was still even on the board. Dang. So when healthy and dialed in, Stingley is a top 5 talent in this class. I do agree. I don't think he falls here to 20. I don't see it happening. I think a team will be if he falls past if he falls past 12 at Minnesota, I'm trying to trade up for Stingley because the dude is good. Like, he's going to test out great athletically. He didn't come in nearly as long as I thought he would, but it is what it is. This would be a steal for the Steelers. Jameson Williams is the second time we've seen him we saw him in Mel Kiper's. If you couldn't tell what yesterday's video is Goat House, I'm recording that after this. So kind of going out of order here. But Jameson Williams, I like it. He's a little bit different than what they currently have at receiver. And then with the first pick, with Green Bay's first pick, they go Chris Olave. I like it. I think he's got that receiver 1 potential, but if anything, he's a high-end number 2 in the NFL. And I've kind of gone into that quite a bit, how he's this polished route runner. He could do a lot more than just toast you. But, I mean, he does have that in his repertoire. He's not going to be a contested catch guy. He's more catch me if you can than, like, make you miss in the as a ball carrier. But wonderful prospect. Treylon Burks going to the flipping Cardinals. They did lose Christian Kirk in free agency. So also replacing AJ Green, I think would be priority. Treylon Burks is kind of like AJ Green light, you know? If we're talking about prime AJ Green was freaking a monster. I'm not saying Burks can't be that. It's just what you have in him right now. But he's also now another, like, I think Burks is a guy you have to start in the slot. I don't think he's necessarily ready to play on the outside. I don't think he has that explosiveness to his game. And he doesn't nearly have the outside reps, really, for me to believe that he can consistently win on the outside. Gojo, what are you doing? I'm not at the Chiefs pick yet. You just want to be in the video now? Okay. But, yeah, Treylon Burks, man. Here he goes. I mean, I really do think Treylon Burks will go, like, top 25-ish. Zion Johnson is the pick for the Cowboys. Listen, if he's available, this is who they're picking. I like this option because he's an immediate guy you could throw there at the left guard spot that Connor Williams left vacant. And I'm not going to lie, I think he could play tackle in the NFL. So once Smith moves on or retires or the Cowboys are done with him, I think Zion Johnson's a guy you can contemplate, hey, do we start him at tackle? And then the Bills go Breece Hall, man. There's people want running backs in the first round. I don't think we're going to see a running back in the first round this year, but a lot of people are going to love the size on Breece Hall. Him and Kenneth Walker had tested out very similarly, while obviously Hall has a little bit. No, I think they're actually pretty similar in size. I think Hall's a bit taller though, maybe like an inch and a half or so. But for Buffalo, listen, Buffalo, man, nah, you got draft for value. They're not doing this. We'll see, I guess. Tyler Smith going to the Titans. Tyler Smith getting that first round buzz. Watch out. Getting the first round buzz. This would be an interesting pickup. I think immediately he starts at guard there in the place of Roger Saffold. Eventually maybe could be your left or right tackle of the future. So I kind of like that. Tyler Smith, man, I really think he'd be, easy first rounder next year. If afforded a Senior Bowl, like he didn't get that chance to show off, but he's starting to get that buzz, man. I really think maybe he sneaks into the first round. Then Travis Jones going to the Buccaneers. Here's your starting him next to Vita Vea, dude. That's kind of nuts, dude. That's kind of wild. I think we'd be talking more about Travis Jones in the first round if it wasn't for like a Jordan Davis. But yeah, they lost Sue. I believe they didn't bring him back. So him coming to town, it makes all the sense in the world. Oh, DJ, what you doing? Jahan Dotson going to the Packers? So this is, I have kind of like the same. So with Olave and Dotson, they're both guys that I think they could be wide receiver ones, but I think they have like the floor of a high-end wide receiver too. And with Watson, I'm more concerned about size than I am with Olave, so they pick both those guys here. They double up at receiver. Nah, dude, they would never do that. Packers would never do that. I like it. I like it. And as DJ says here, why not? Because they're the Packers and they don't draft wide receivers. Oh man, that's interesting. Tyler Linderbaum, look at that. Oh, Tyler Linderbaum making it to the Dolphins in a mock draft. Oh, Bro Schmo only did it because he was a Dolphins fan. Oh, he wasn't necessarily experimenting with the idea of where could Tyler Linderbaum possibly fall. Oh, man. I swear, some of y'all would be crazy in the comments. But, dude, Linderbaum, like, I think this is, like, the lowest we're going to see Linderbaum. He's going higher than this, straight up. He's going higher than this, but it's interesting. It's going to be interesting to see where he falls. Exactly. I think in Mel's, he was at the third. No, he was at 14 for the Ravens, I believe. So, yeah, dude, that's interesting. I like it. As a Dolphins fan, I love it. Kansas City Chiefs go Arnold Ebiketie. Listen, Arnold Ebiketie tested out way more explosive than anticipated. The dude does have the speed. He does have the power. Former Temple transfer. Lit it up in the Big Ten this past season. Definitely could sneak in the first round. I see him more as maybe an early second round, mid-second round. Like I would say like third, like at the beginning of the second to like pick 45 is that Ebiketie range. But if he sneaks into to day one, I ain't gonna be shocked, dude. Arnold Ebiketie, especially with the Jabo kind of probably gonna end up falling because of the injury, gonna have the red shirt next season. The Chiefs, they have yet to re-sign Melvin Ingram, and so yeah, maybe they turn to Ebiketie. And then the Bengals go Andrew Booth. I think this is a pretty good move. They could use more. They could definitely use more talent and competition at the corner position. He's a guy that could do a lot of different things for you. Unable to test out the combine or the pro day because of injuries. So I don't know how much that'll factor into like how teams view him, where he'll go. But this be a good spot. Bengals, they kind of got their offensive line put together. So yeah, here's Booth. And then Nakobe Dean. Best, like you said, Dean would be the best value pick of the first round. Darn right. I like Dean a lot. I think he ends up falling because of the size concerns, size and length concerns. There's some real athleticism concerns as well. You can check out my linebacker rankings. I kind of talk about that and what are the fears of some people, because this guy, he reacts extremely fast. Some people come to say, hey, maybe he's not as athletic as we think. But that would be a great pickup if he does fall here. But let me know what you think in the comment section below, as always. Ebiketie was a shock, but like not a big shock. I think Boye Mafe going that high, man. That's the highest I've seen him. Obviously, the Packers taking 2 wide receivers. In what world? But Tyler Smith, man. Tyler Smith, Travis Jones, they're starting to get first-round buzz. Sometimes in these predictive mock drafts, you like to showcase some guys that might be early second-round prospects that aren't really getting a lot of shine on them. So I do understand that as well. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. That's it for the video. Go ahead and do this YouTube thing. And until next time, you be easy, my friends. Later.